We supported them on that tour in 2003 for a few days, and that album is incredible, and I have such fond memories.
Un panucho con cebolla morada y salsa de habanero se llevó la ovación de Franz Ferdinand. ¿Qué harían ustedes para sorprender a una banda británica en México? Nosotros llamamos a Alex Capranos y Bob Harding para hablar sobre la inspiración en uno de los espacios donde los mexicanos diariamente la encontramos, un mercado de la Ciudad de México. Sí, es el lugar donde encontramos piñatas, frutas, plantas y cocina típica capaz de hacer que un ícono musical pueda decir
Bravo, that's absolutely delicious.
Welcome to Medellín Market, or el Mercado de Medellín. I know you're beginning your South American tour, so we thought of this place because it combines a lot of things from South America, Peru.
This is my favorite place to come. Whenever I'm in Mexico City, in Mexico here, I always come to buy some chilies to take back with me. Okay. But you're right, it does have a general Latin American feel. When we came in here, they were playing some cumbia.
El Día de Muertos es una de las mayores tradiciones mexicanas, pero ¿cómo explicar a un extranjero el significado de las calaveritas de azúcar?
Is this a sweet? Is it made of sugar?
That's made of sugar.
Wow. I would be flying for days if I ate that.
That's sugar. I thought they were candles.
They're so cool, aren't they? Wow. I love the idea of the Day of the Dead, like of celebrating your friends and your family that have gone in such a positive way.
Hoy en día, Franz Ferdinand es una de las bandas más famosas e importantes del siglo XXI, pero aunque parezca extraño, sus orígenes comenzaron en la cocina.
What was like being in a kitchen for you? I mean, it's a very stressful place to work.
I think the kind of people that are attracted to work in kitchens are the same kind of people that make bands. It's the kind of people that don't fit into regular society and who like living weird hours.
And it's everything about performance, right?
Yes.
That's true, yeah. There's a lot of preparation for a very short period of performance, yeah.
And you have to pull it off.
Yes.
No, it's a real buzz when it goes well, you know.
Also, you're drawing on a different element of creativity as well. You know, I think the creativity of a chef equals like the creativity of a songwriter. You know, there are some incredible artists in the world who choose cooking as their medium.
And then you wrote a book about food being on tour.
Yeah, it's because
Soundbites it was called?
Well, what I found interesting is wherever you are, I wanted to look for something that was constant while we were touring, something that we did every day. And of course, you eat food every day, and so by doing the same thing in different places, you understand what it's like to be in that place. I think somewhere like this, it gives you the character of a country, and so much of what you find in the food, and also the way people eat their food, say so much about the people that live in a place.
Yeah. What's been like the craziest or the funniest story that you have been touring in South America?
Oh gosh, where do we begin? I remember once going to a restaurant in Argentina and eating the testiculos.
Okay.
Oh, I was there when you did that. Yeah. That was not pleasant, didn't look pleasant.
I'm glad I've done it. I don't feel I need to repeat the act. I don't know, there are so many good memories of playing in Latin America generally. Like I love it. Even the first times we went over. Yeah. I remember going to Brazil for the first time. It was incredible. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's just such an exotic place to us.
You went to Peru?
Yes. Well, Peru's really special for me because I two places that I really love going to are Colombia, like Bogota, Medellín, and also in Peru because I like to go record shopping because I'm a big fan of the cumbia and the chicha, and so I go to the secondhand record shops. There's a record shop in Bogota that's above a shoe shop called Zapatas. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a shoe shop. And then you go up the little stairs at the back. Last time I was there, I spent 5 hours in that shop looking for records. It's amazing, yeah.
And you bought it and go back home with it?
Yeah, I think I get rid of all the clothes I don't want from my suitcase and put in the records instead. I feel that when I eat fruit here, it's like an exaggerated version of fruit that we get back in Europe. Like the flavor is just so much more intense.
¿Sabían que la sopa de lima es una de las favoritas de Alex Capranos? Ya lo saben, y aprovechando que Franz Ferdinand necesita energías en el escenario, los llevamos a probar cocina yucateca. Y sí, hasta aplausos hubo.
I visited Yucatan a few years ago and the food that was sopa de lima. Yeah. This is a Yucatan dish. Yeah. I love this. It's very cool. Yeah, sopa de lima. You got the sopa de lima here? Oh, yes, that's my favorite. I love it.
Have you tried cochinita pibil?
I have tried it before, but that doesn't mean I don't want to try it again.
El próximo álbum del grupo se llama The Human Fear, en el que exploran el miedo como una parte importante de lo que nos hace humanos. Pero, ¿cuál es el mayor miedo que los integrantes de Franz Ferdinand enfrentan en sus vidas?
We all have fear in our lives, and that's the key to it. It's universal. Every one of us experiences fear. But what makes us individuals is the way that we respond to it ourselves. And so we all come across these same fears, but the way that we react to it is what makes us us. Also, fear is not necessarily a negative thing. You overcome fears to do good things in life, like whether it's going on stage or somebody asking somebody out on a date. You know, you're like.
One of my biggest fears was being a father. You know, like I don't want to fuck up my daughter's life with, you know, like they're like, oh.
Do you know what that's it? It is overcoming another fear of responsibility to do that, and it's probably been the greatest reward of my life. I can't deny it. It's the most incredible feeling, especially when he's dancing to good records. My God, it makes me so proud. That is so rich. It's amazing. Oh my God. That's just incredible. Really, really, really good. Bravo, bravo. That's absolutely delicious. It's funny, isn't it? Like, I love Mexico because there are so many, actually all of Latin America, you have so many different regional variations, you know, like you go across, I mean, Peru has amazing food, but I love here how you have such a range of cuisine, both regionally, like every region has its own food, but also you have these really high-end restaurants. You know, these like very cultured, very, very refined, well-developed restaurants, but some of the best flavors you're gonna get are actually at a stall like this, you know, like where it's just, it's super real and super rich. I love it.
And what I like about the high-end restaurants, I mean, talking about, I don't know, Pujol or something like that, is that the chefs are cooking with real ingredients. I mean, they're building relationships with the local farmers, local producers. And I think
and that's how you get the flavor, isn't it? That's how you get your national identity, isn't it? By like looking at the national produce. But I think it's really happened in Mexico over the last 20 years. There's been a real renaissance, and like I feel that the cuisine has advanced massively and built on these traditions.
And now it's very curious because now I say like the chefs are like the new rock stars. You know, like, oh, these chefs, Gordon Ramsay and all that stuff. And
you know, I think chefs were always rock stars, but I think the media it took the media a while to realize, because we knew what it was. We were working in a kitchen in the year 2000 before all the kind of like TV chefs really appeared. And I always thought that, like we were saying earlier, it was always a rock and roll attitude. Like people would go in and they would get really fucked up, you know, like there was a lot of drinking and other stimulation, shall we say, around that sort of world. And and always the kind of like bigger than life characters. I loved it. It's a great buzz working and cooking. And
it also requires you full time, I mean, to practice, to get it done.
Yeah, you have to dedicate your life to it. Maybe we should do a cooking show. Yeah, when we finish with the band, we'll do a cooking show.
I mean, we don't want to finish the band. Maybe like a side project.
Also, it's like an act of service for people you love in your life. You know, that's how I demonstrate love, is through service. So yeah, I like to make something nice, like a nice dinner for people, and it's kind of like
joy. Yeah, it's great. Well, it's been 20 years since your debut album, and looking back, 2004 was a great year for music in the UK. So
one of the best.
Yeah. Like, I was checking about the Streets album.
Oh yeah. Was that 2004? Yeah.
Also, like we've just been playing some shows with the Killers, and their first album came out the same year as us as well. I'm trying to think who else came out there. Scissor Sisters, their first album came out then as well. And there were other bands around that time as well who I think were really cool, like actually the Hives, who are over here at the moment. They put out an album in 2004. White Stripes, they'd just done Elephant, I think. They did that the year before, but yeah, looking back, I think it was a pretty cool time for music, yeah.
And if you had to pick your favorite album from that era, 2004?
That era?
My favorite album of somebody else?
I'm going to go for 2003, is that all right? I think it's 2003. I think Turn on the Bright Lights by Interpol. We supported them on that tour in 2003 for a few dates. And that album is incredible, and I have such fond memories. And as soon as I put that on, it just takes me straight back there, and I'm like, you know, it feels so special still.
The beginning.
Yeah, it's a brilliant record, like absolutely
yeah.
fantastic record. Yeah. If we're allowed to pick one close by, I think talking about the Hives, I think I'll pick your new favourite band. I remember seeing them on Jules Holland, this music show in the UK, and I just remember just seeing Pelly, and it's like, God damn! It was kind of such a contrast to the performers that I'd seen in all the bands in the 10 years leading up to that point. And music had gone kind of a little bit drippy and introspective with the sort of acoustic bands, and then suddenly he was this guy who was like pure rock and roll. Like it was just like ultimate. It reminded me of seeing the Cramps or something like that. It was just wild, and yeah, they were a very exciting band for me. I love this market. Like I was saying earlier, every time I come to Mexico City, I always come to Mercado Medellín. I love the atmosphere. It's unlike anything I would experience in Scotland or in France. And the food, the people here, because I think you see the life of the city when you're here. And everybody's always so friendly. Everybody puts so much effort into their stalls. Everything looks beautiful. And the flavors. I like to come here, I'll go shopping for chiles. I'll bring back something like this as a present for my friends. And I always try and eat in one of the little stalls as well, because the food, it's amazing. It's really, 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 really cool. So. Well, for my Mexican fans, actually, you know what? Not just my Mexican fans, but for all of my fans in Latin America, all the Latinos, all the Latinas, I just want to say thank you for your generosity and your kindness, and for the welcome that you always give to us, not just in Mexico, but all across Latin America. When we go to Peru, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, when we go to Brazil, everybody makes us feel so welcome. It's always something I look forward to. Thank you, and hope you enjoy the new record.